count. 1, 2, 3. Not too bad, quite mild, I would say quite mild. Okay. Yeah, you may want to watch on your right another duck making the dive. Yeah, let's see. So we will be making a round trip coming back by the same way. Therefore, do not worry about photo taking on the opposite side because you may take the opposite side of the scenery on your return trip. Enjoy the water tour. You can see people enjoying the water sports on the left, doing kayaking, canoeing, and you can even play or do the dragon boat training here. On your right, behind the trees, the long white building, that's the F1 Peak building, PIT. So this is the starting point and finishing point of the F1 race. You can see the wording on the building, Formula 1 Singapore Grand Prix. Singapore used to be the only night race since 2008. No longer now because other places also hosted the F1 during night time. For example, in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Dubai. So they hosted the race during night time as well. So Singapore is no longer unique in the night race circuit. Of course, you will not miss the huge Singapore Flyer. On a good weather, from the Singapore Flyer, you are able to see places as far as islands of Indonesia and part of Malaysia. To complete one round of the Flyer, you will take about 30 minutes. This Flyer is taller than the London Eye in UK, but this is not the world tallest. Currently, the world tallest Flyer is in Dubai, Middle East. I think it is called Dubai Eye, EYE. Singapore Flyer is only 165 meter tall, 165. Dubai Eye is about 250 meter, much taller than the Singapore Flyer. Yeah, this what do you call that? I don't know, a boat. This boat is trying to clear up or pick up the debris or the rubbish after the rain in the morning. So it's picking up the litter. Have you wondered what is this water area that the duck is traveling? Is this water sea water or fresh water? I will tell you in the later part of the tour, more about this water area. You may know that Singapore is among the top financial centers in the world. Based on the latest survey this year, Singapore is ranked number 3. The top 2 financial centers are New York, London. Number 4 is Hong Kong. So from this position, on your right hand side, you have a very nice view, the full view of the financial center of Singapore. Enjoy the view. Also, I'd like to share with you the whole area in front of us. That's the Gardens by the Bay. This garden was built 10 years ago, and the main attractions are the two white buildings. They are kind of a greenhouse. We call it the conservatories. The one on the left, the taller one, that's the cloud forest, and on the right, the shorter one, the flower dome. So if you are a nature lover, I would strongly recommend both the flower dome and the cloud forest. It's worth a visit if you are interested in plants and trees. Bay Sands. MBS was built in 2010, 2010. And right now we are moving into this Marina Bay. Here is Marina Bay. And on your right, the colorful stadium, together with the multi-purpose floating platform in front. So we organize many activities and events on the floating platform. For example, our National Day Parade was held here. You can play a game of soccer match on the platform, and we organize musical concert here as well. By the way, on your right, the purple duck is a female duck. How do we know it's a female? How do we know it's a female? Because the eyelash is longer, so it's a female. Huh? We have two female ducks and one male. The duck behind is the male. The duck behind. And if you like Apple products, iPhone, iPad, you may go there on the left. The round black building is the Apple boutique shop. You may go there for your Apple products shopping. The round black building. And also on your right, the two buildings that Singaporeans like to call it the durian because of the spiky or thorny outlook. So this durian buildings is the Esplanade Theatres by the Bay. This is the world-class arts performing center. On the left, the building is the concert hall, and on the right, the performing theater. The Esplanade was built in 2002. So this year we are celebrating 20th anniversary of the Esplanade Theatres by the Bay. Every Saturday, Sunday evening, there are free performances outside the Esplanade, under the white tentage. So you may go there in the evening, enjoy the free performances. Yeah, very interesting. Also, would like to share with you one interesting building on your right, in front of us. Many children told me that the black or the dark building over there looks like what? Spaceship or UFO. Yeah, you see that? And that spaceship building is the Supreme Court. This Supreme Court was designed by one very well-known architect, a British named Norman Foster. Yeah, you can Google Norman Foster. Interestingly, next to the Supreme Court on the left-hand side, the building with the green dome that used to be the old Supreme Court. And now the old Supreme Court has been converted into the National Gallery and Arts Museum. So you have a very nice view of the two Supreme Courts, different in terms of the architecture design. Yeah? Right in front is the icon of Singapore. Tourists like to come here to take pictures with the Merlion, showing that they have been here to Singapore. Very popular place for tourists. For guests on the left, do not worry about photo taking of the Merlion. The duck will make a U-turn later. You may take the Merlion after the turn. Okay? You may want to take the MBS first before the duck making the turn. The wing, the orange duck on the left, that's the male, the male duck. You can see the eyelash is shorter. After the Merlion, on your right, MBS, Marina Bay Sands. The most interesting building must be the one on the left-hand side, the white building. And this white building is the Arts Science Museum. Many people told me that the museum looks like the lotus flower. But one guest disagreed with me this morning. She told me that the museum looks more like a bunch of bananas. Or some may say the museum looks like the gloves of the baseball game, GLOVE, the gloves. Anyway, there are exhibitions inside the museum. If you are interested, you may wish to visit the Arts Science Museum. Also, every night at the center portion of the MBS, there is this water laser show. 2 show times every night at the center MBS. The show times are at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. 15 minutes duration, 1-5. If you are interested, you may want to walk around the MBS in the evening, have your dinner, shopping, and enjoy the laser show later. Of us, we are approaching a pedestrian bridge, the bridge that connects the whole Marina Bay. The reason I mention the bridge is because of the design. If you observe carefully, the bridge resembles the DNA structure, and you may know that DNA is the basic building blocks of life, LIFE. So this bridge symbolizes renewal and continuity, and this our aspiration for the Marina Bay. This is called the Helix Bridge, Helis, Helix Bridge. For your information, the government has announced that we will replace the stadium together with the floating platform with a new one. The construction of the new stadium will start next year. So, not only the new stadium, but there will also be a public swimming pool built. So by 2026, everything will be ready. Imagine you can do your swimming in the pool facing the Marina Bay. A very exciting project coming up. In front of the stadium is actually part of the F1 race circuit, so people can enjoy from the stadium the F1. But because of the construction next year, the F1 race will not pass through the stadium next year. Instead, the race will be detoured to the road behind. If you want to visit to the top of the MBS, on top is the Sky Park. So you will need to buy tickets to the top of the building, Sky Park. One person will need to pay $26 to the Sky Park. $26. your information, the surrounding places that you are seeing here, including Singapore Flyer, MBS, Gardens by the Bay, all these places actually were built on reclaimed land. Many years ago, the surrounding was nothing at all. The surrounding used to be an open sea. So we have done a lot of land reclamation. All these places were built on reclaimed land. As you know, Singapore is a very small island. So one of the ways to expand physically, increase our size is mainly by land reclamation. Since independence in 1965, our land area has increased by about 25%, mainly through land reclamation. Ever wonder what is this water area about? Is this water sea water or fresh water? Yeah, I think the gentleman, yeah, is correct. Very good. So to share with you, the whole water area that the duck is traveling is a reservoir that collects rainwater. All the rainwater will be collected in the city areas such as Chinatown, Orchard Road, and Singapore River. And this is called the Marina Reservoir. Yeah, Marina Reservoir. So what happened was we built the Marina Barrage on your right. You can see the small black building. There are many people on top of the building flying kites, K-I-T-E. And next to the building there's a bridge. The bridge acts as a dam, D-A-M. So there are gates that can be opened and closed on the bridge. This Marina Barrage was built because we want to create a reservoir here. Yeah? So once the barrage was completed, it separated the open sea beyond from here. You can see there are many big cargo ships in the open sea. Because of the separation, it took many years for the rainwater to convert this area from sea water into fresh water. Yeah? So this is why we built the Marina Barrage to make a reservoir here. This is called the Marina Reservoir. There are altogether 17 reservoirs in Singapore, 17. This Marina Reservoir is the biggest and the only reservoir built in the city area. Also on your right is the Gardens by the Bay. This is the Bay East. The one that you have seen earlier behind, that was the Bay South. So there are two parts of Gardens by the Bay. And these two gardens are connected together. You can do your jogging, cycling from there, through the Marina Barrage and go all the way up to the Financial Center and MBS. It's a very nice recreation place for people to enjoy. If you are interested, you may want to rent a bicycle. There's a bicycle rental shop at the Singapore Flyer, so you can cycle around this area. Probably we shall play a game now. Again, with 2 questions asked, if you know the answer, raise your hand. You get a dark sticker for the correct answer. Yeah, Dragon Boat training. So, first question, raise your hand. If you know the answer, raise your hand. First question, I mentioned a lot on the Marina Barrage and the reservoir. So the question is, what's the name of this reservoir? What's the name of this reservoir? Anyone? Yeah, the lady is correct, huh? Marina Reservoir. Okay? Marina Reservoir. So you get a dark sticker. For the rest, do not worry, you have one more chance. One more chance. Second question. We have 3 ducks all together, and the question is, what's the name of this duck? Behind. Yeah, the lady behind is correct, Katrina. Answer is here. Not Donald Duck. Okay, not Donald Duck. Get the same present. Stadium on your right. The stadium has a seating capacity of 55,000 people. Thank you, Captain, and we shall continue the second part of the tour, the land tour. You may notice that the duck on the road is very bumpy. You may be jumping up and down on the road because this duck was used as a military vehicle for the soldier during the Vietnam War. Yeah? Some of you may remember the Vietnam War was between 1965 to 1975. And to operate this duck vehicle, our captain needs to have 2 different driving licenses, one on the road and the other on the water, to drive this duck.